which standard, which sort of biofuel is the best. But we have problems because, as I said, there are environmental externalities, which are some of the market inefficiencies, namely that palm oil, for instance, is a renewable, but it's not as environmentally friendly. And we have information market failure, that there's actually statistics on Germans that said, I don't want to use this. I don't want to use this biofuel because I'm afraid it may harm my engine. And actually I found in a survey that 96 or 98% of German cars can run on biofuel. But every like 50% out of these people said, okay, I'm afraid E10. Like E10 is the biofuel, meaning that you mix normal gasoline with 10% of the 10% of the biofuel. Okay? So and you have another thing, namely market power. So you have some countries, namely the oil producing countries, that are not really welcoming the production of biofuels. If biofuel production were cheaper than oil, then we would have high interest from the oil producing countries to prohibit the trade or prohibit the production, and they would maybe buy off technologies of the market to reduce that. And they also have power, namely by if the oil price goes down, that means that biofuel is no longer a good standard. Why would we produce biofuel as oil if oil is like 2 times cheaper? There would be no reason. Therefore, the market power is given by them setting the price. And if the price is high, using biofuel in the market is good. So my assumption was, or what I said is, because of these market inefficiencies, we need governmental and institutional intervention. That's what we need to actually make that growth, make Europe meet that standard. And that is very important. Another problem that we've talked about, I'll only briefly talk about that, is the problem that when institutions or governments set standards, there's a danger of lock-in. Meaning that we may settle on a standard that may not be the most efficient one, but we can't get out of it because everyone is using it now. But it's only very, very minor, because we can't actually test that. Okay, you can say, okay, palm oil is not so good because it's not so environmentally friendly, and maybe there would be a better way of producing it out of corn or something like that. So the conclusion was that I made is, the international trade of biofuels has yet to grow, so there is not really that much, not much evidence that the countries are actually trading with each other. They're actually only fostering their own domestic trade, their own domestic production. And that's not really the goal here throughout the European Union. At least that's what the RED says. That RED means is the abbreviation for the Renewable Energy Agreement that was setting on the 2020 10% biofuel additions. So also we had some price disputes that are talked about in the paper. We agreed upon that I wanted to show that the free market will not be able to set on an efficient standard or on production at all of biofuel, so we have a need for governmental and institutional intervention. And although the free market may be able to do that in the long run as well, we still at the very beginning need governments to actually support that standardization process and ultimately create network effects, meaning the more people actually, the more we produce biofuel, the more people are using it with their car, the higher the demand, the more petrol stations will actually offer biofuel and stuff like that. Those would be the network